Hi children, welcome back to your English class. So we are moving on to our book A Pact with the Sun. That is a supplementary reader book, chapter number 3, The Shepherd's Treasure. As you can see on the screen, The Shepherd's Treasure is a story of a shepherd of Iran, and he was known for his wisdom, his friendly nature, his humbleness, and his nature of giving right advice and polite advice to everybody. So he was very famous in his area. And once this everything reaches to the king, and how that influenced the simple shepherd's life, we are going to see in this story. So it is a folk tale of Iran. I can't wait to tell you, this is a very interesting story and a very nice one. So let's start with the story. So yes, children, we are finally starting with our chapter number 3, The Shepherd's Treasure. So these are the characters of the story. There is a shepherd, which I already told you about. Then there is a king in the story. Also, there are other governors or other districts who eventually come into the story, and they have a very important role in the story. So we'll start. Once in a village of Iran, there lived a shepherd. He was uneducated, and due to lack of schools, because of lack of school in the village, he was uneducated. That's why he was a basically that's why he was only a shepherd. But his wisdom and his friendliness made him famous. Many people go and meet the shepherd for advice. He was very wise. He was very witty, and he knows the solutions to a lot of things and everything. So he was very favorite of the people of his own village, and many people go to him to meet him and seek his advice in some matters, because he was very friendly and very intelligent and very good to each and everyone. Now the king of the village. Soon the king heard about the shepherd. King of that area heard that there is one shepherd who is wise and friendly and helps people. So he decided to visit the shepherd. Now he took the dress of a shepherd and went to the cave of wise shepherd on a mule. Mule is a small size horse, and horse is of a big size, but an average size horse is known as a mule. They are very famous in Iran. So this king of that area, he disguised himself as another shepherd and went to the cave of this shepherd, as expected, the shepherd welcomed the guest and gave his piece of food, and the king spent the night with him and decided to leave the next day. But during his departure, the shepherd looked into the eyes and greeted him by saying, "Your Majesty." I mean, that means king thanked him in the morning for providing him with food and place to stay the night in. But the shepherd, what he did, he looked it into the eyes of the king and greeted him with "Your Majesty." Your Majesty is a term used to greet the kings and the head people, those who are above you. So Your Majesty is used for them. So when the shepherd greeted him with this greeting of "Your Majesty," the king was astonished by shepherd's wisdom and hospitality. What do you mean by hospitality? When somebody comes to our house and we treat them with lot of we welcome them with a lot of enthusiasm, and we care for them, and we treat them as if they are like very important in everything, and we do not treat them differently from the family members or something. We just take care of them when they come to the house. That is known as being hospitable. That is hospitality. So looking at shepherd's wisdom and hospitality, he was appointed as a governor of one district by the king. So even after becoming the governor, he remained as humble, as honest, and as polite as he was before and earlier. Soon he also became famous in the district for his wisdom, sympathy, and goodness. Till now, before becoming a governor, he was a simple shepherd, and he was known for his wisdom and friendliness in his village. But now he is famous throughout the district also, because of his same qualities, that same wisdom, same sympathy, same goodness, same friendliness, and everything. The fame of the shepherd made the other governors jealous of the shepherd. Of course, there are some people who do get jealous of somebody's fame. So this new governor appoint shepherd appoint governor was getting so much fame, and the old governors of other districts were very jealous of him. They started spreading fake stories about shepherd's wealth, that he is not a shepherd, he has a lot of wealth. They also told the king that the shepherd always carry an iron box with him, an iron chest with him. This box must have jewels and precious stones. They were filling king's head with false stories that he is taking taxes uh, more than the usual amount from the people of district and saving excess for himself. The king usually ignored all these jealous stories from the governors, but it was also known to the king that yes, the shepherd actually carries the that iron box with himself. So all these stories he was ignoring till now, but when it came to king's knowledge that yes, the shepherd is carrying an iron chest and iron box with him, so he summoned the shepherd to the palace. That means he asked him, send him a notice to be there in the palace to come and see him. The shepherd came to the palace on a camel. His iron chest was also tied with the camel. Now the king was angry because it was true. He saw that the shepherd is carrying an iron chest. So he asked him, he thundered, he asked him in a very angry voice, why do you keep this iron chest with you? What does it contain? The shepherd smiled and asked his servant to bring the chest. So when the shepherd asked his servant to bring the chest inside on which was tied on the camel, uh, every person in that court was very eager to know that what is there actual inside the chest. The chest was brought to the king, and the shepherd opened the chest. To everyone's dismay, that means to everyone's surprise, that what people expected was jewels, gold, pearls and everything, but there was nothing in that but a worn out old blanket. A very old thin blanket was there in the chest. Everyone, including king, those all jealous governors and all the court ministers, everybody were surprised to see a old worn out old blanket in the chest rather than seeing gold and precious stones. The shepherd proudly carried the blanket and said, this is my only treasure, master. That this blanket, this worn out blanket is my treasure. The king asked him, why you carry such an ordinary blanket? You are a governor of a district. You should not be carrying this ordinary blanket. To this, the shepherd very politely replied that the blanket is his oldest friend. The blanket is my oldest friend. It will still protect me if my majesty takes me from governorship. That means if someday your majesty, means the king, decides to put him down of the post of governor, the old blanket will still be with him to cover him and protect him from all cold and harsh weathers. Then the king was pleased, and all the governors were embarrassed in front of that shepherd, because obviously they were the one who were jealous from the shepherd, and they were all spreading these false stories about him. But at last the shepherd proved that he is wise, he is honest, and he is still that down to earth person, and he is not doing any kind of theft. He is not taking any extra tax from the people or filling his own iron chest, but he only has, on in the name of treasure, he only has that worn out old blanket. So what did king do in that? In return, king made him the governor of a bigger city immediately. With immediate effects, he was made the governor of the another big city. So here our story ends, but the moral of the story is, we see that the shepherd rose to fame with wisdom and humbleness only, and even after becoming famous he remained as humble as he was earlier. That means there was no change in his behavior even after opting a bigger post in his life. That means he was from a very simple living man, a very simple shepherd, a man who was so poor, who was living in cave, was made governor suddenly. Why? Because of his wisdom and his humbleness, his friendliness loyalty, honesty, whatever you call him, he was having all the qualities. But still, after opting that position, a governor of a district, he was still same. He was still that down to earth person, ready to help anybody and everything. So this story teaches us to be polite and humble in every situation. Be the way you are, it will take you on heights. There is no point for you to change to in order to get something, or to change after getting something. You should be always polite and humble in every situation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you understood this lesson. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.